You are good on my end. You look.
Yes, I'm looking. Yeah, you're good. Denver Broncos Mile High View. No commercials. No bullshit. Hopefully, no glitching. Hopefully, what I've taken care of the glitching. I'm down in a cellular hole, but didn't have the fucking smarts to put it in Wi-Fi. Because again, these things are so off the cuff. You don't schedule anything, and I just you get me to have to think about this stuff. So this is going to be. We're going to cover. How am I coming through? Am I coming right?
Yep. Smooth.
Okay, good. So I guess if I do it at the home, I'll have to do it on the Wi-Fi from now on. Should have been doing that all along. I apologize for all the glitching. So what I want to do is I want to kind of talk about some of the Justin Simmons nonsense that I got cut off from my own network, my own connection. And I also want to talk about this NFL phenomenon going on about making it lighter, more user-friendly. We have Devontae Adams crying a river that he's getting the ball too much. And, it's not in his contract. We were just talking about that as I was glitching out. We were talking about players. They don't want to play as hard. We talked about it in other episodes where they get mad at the coaches for pushing them. And we just got a league of soft players now that like Justin Simmons, who wants to be 40 yards back. I don't want to say something about, we'll talk about Quinn Meinerz too, getting a contract and all that. We'll discuss that and discuss how you looked at the video we did and how everybody said you were a moron, an idiot, and the usual Walmart general morons, But I just want to talk about this. I want to get back into the Justin Simmons thing. I'm sick and tired of hearing how great this player is. And they'll show you some highlights. He is good for one play a game. But when we were doing film, and we were just looking at all aspects of the offense, series after series after series, we could show you lowlights of Justin Simmons they're throwing the ball specifically in his area, time after time after time. The guy for all these little lollipop interceptions he has. We can show you multiple series after series of the quarterbacks throwing in his side of the field and him giving up a lot of yardage. And I just want to point out something that this is the whole definition of Justin Simmons. They played, I believe it was 2 years ago. They played the Baltimore Ravens, and the Ravens, of course, had a backup quarterback because they can't get a team that's in this soft NFL. They can't get a team that they're all clicking on all cylinders very much. You may get that one or two games out of the season. They either they play a quarterback that's out or the receivers, whatever it is. In this case, it was their starting quarterback was out, Lamar Jackson, and they had their backup in there. And for whatever. And just the fact the guy only threw one pass during I think during the preseason, he hadn't been in there. He's sitting there throwing on Justin Simmons' side of the field. Yes, he got picked off, but then when they needed to score, as usual, they go and pick on Justin Simmons. They march right down and they get a touchdown on him. So for all these highlights that show Justin Simmons, how about we show the other side of the coin where they're throwing on him all the time? And like we talked about that, Mahomes and Kelsey basically made their career burning this guy, and we're supposed to praise him. It's just it's beyond absurd. Am I glitching at all?
Nope, smooth. The whole thing was smooth.
Good. So yeah, again, I should have been doing this all along, but just my own worst enemy too. But I don't know. I just wanted to get first your take again of just recapping the whole Justin Simmons hasn't got picked and all these excuses these Walmart generals and their content creators are coming up with. And we recap on that.
Well, I'm labeled as the Justin Simmons hater on Twitter, actually.
Well, wait a second. Why would you not hate him? He gets thrown on the constant. He gives up so many yards. He gives up touchdowns. Why would you not, as a Bronco fan, hate that?
You know, as a real Bronco fan, as Chopped Liver and I and the Great Bubble Man, we grew up on guys. Well, this guy grew up on the Orange Crush days. And, it's a slap in the face to the players back then that you have Sandy Clough, who is one of the most two-faced human beings I've ever seen in my life, where you have Sean Drotar and these content creators and these mentally ill Walmart General fans saying that Justin Simmons could have played back in the Orange Crush days. First and foremost, he would have never been drafted back in that time frame.
No.
He would have never even made the 53-man roster. He wouldn't have even made it on the field because of how bad he is. And you know what? I've been on Justin Simmons' ass since day one because I've recognized how bad he is on the field. And, I also watched our video that we did where we were glitching out, and you brought up something very interesting that I want to rehash with you very quickly here. You brought up Justin Simmons being a great ambassador for the NFL. Justin Simmons is the poster boy for the NFL.
Yeah.
Because of how soft and how bad these players are now these days. Yeah. It is a soft culture. It's soft. And that's why you have a lot of people turning it off, not watching the NFL anymore, going to watch college football, going to watch high school football, going to watch the Canadian Football League, going to watch the UFL League, whatever. Because they are sick and tired of people like Justin Simmons getting a pass, where you have guys like Caden Stearns not getting a chance.
Yeah.
Have other players getting run out the building, just like the guy who went on Cody Rourke's podcast and said that, and especially with this organization now, the team formerly known as the Denver Broncos, where you had John Elway that was the architect of this, where he favored players over other players, where he gave players chances when other players that are better than his players didn't get chances, got cut, got whatever, got traded, this, that, and the third. So Justin Simmons, to me, is one of those safeties that will never make the Hall of Fame. He's not a Hall of Famer. He doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. And that's a slap in the face to guys like Steve Atwater, Brian Dawkins, Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu.
Barney Chavis.
Yeah, Barney Chavis. The list goes on and on and on and on.
Yeah, total slap in the face.
It is an absurd notion that these mentally ill these are not Denver Bronco fans. These are Walmart General fans.
Yes.
These are Bronco content creators. These are Walmart General content creators, okay? I'm just pointing out the facts. I am sick and tired off season, year after year after year. Oh, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. It's going to be different. You'll see. We're going to have a dynasty on our hands now that I'm seeing that. I am so sick of it. I am so fucking sick of it. I am sick of the whole Justin Simmons, just glazing on his thing. It is ridiculous. Justin Simmons sucks. He's not a great safety. He's a great spokesperson. Congratulations. I don't give a fuck about spokesperson. I give about play on the field. I care about players that leave it all on the field, that play the game the right way.
You cannot have that anymore.
I know you can't have that anymore. I know.
Today's NFL, you cannot have difference makers. You have to have celebrities and you have to have ambassadors. And whoever, and then everybody can virtue signal on these crap players like Justin Simmons about how great they are. It's just all, look what the NFL has turned itself into. You got the whole, what is her face? The singer, what's her face? I'm sorry, say that again.
Taylor Swift.
I keep thinking those are golf clubs. Yeah. Taylor Swift. It's the culture. That's what they want. They get more money off 12-year-old girls tweeting about Taylor Swift at the NFL than they care about, you said, Stearns. They don't care about, they don't want a Tombstone Jackson. No Tombstone Jacksons. No Bruce Smiths. No. What's that?
No Dennis Smith.
No Dennis Smiths either. No. And it's an indictment on the NFL because it's become so soft. And you have players coming out, Devontae Adams, crying a river that he's getting hit. And I'm like, wait a minute. Did I ever hear Jerry Rice say that? Did I ever hear Ed McCaffrey ever, gripe about, or any of the receivers for the Patriots, Edelman or anything like that? Did we ever hear these?
No.
What about Justin Jefferson? He got targeted a lot. I didn't hear him
about getting hit, and he's the best receiver in the NFL, who I said was going to be. You can go back and watch. Yeah, you can laugh all you want, Preacher Man Sports and Mile High Huddle and Locked On Broncos and all you mentally ill Walmart General fans.
Yeah,
you guys, you can laugh in my face all you want.
Yeah, Jerry G was
yet again. Coach Bucket Man runs supreme all over your asses because you guys can't understand how player personnel works.
No, they understand virtue signaling.
That's all they do. That's all they do. They're mentally ill virtue signalers.
But it'd be one thing if it was just them. It's this front office. It's even leaking into the NFL.
It's an avalanche. It's an avalanche leaking in the NFL at this point.
Yeah. They don't want difference makers. Justin Simmons was never a difference maker.
Hell no.
I harken back to the Ravens game when they had a backup quarterback who overthrew his receiver into the fair catch of Justin Simmons, comes back and goes back to Justin Simmons and scores a touchdown on him. I mean, that is the definition of the guy.
I want to go back to 2017 when it was the Vance Joseph year where he gets beat by a 38-year-old Jason Witten down the seam.
Yeah.
And, we can't bring that up. Well, he was still young. I don't give a fuck. You get beat by a 38-year-old player who's not the same player he was 5-10 years ago during that time? Get the hell out of here.
And those are just two of many examples.
You know what? I even remember when we played Baltimore and Lamar Jackson was healthy, and they threw that touchdown and they were blaming Kareem Jackson for it. I'm like, Justin Simmons' responsibility on that post play when they threw it on Justin Simmons' side of the field. Justin Simmons' responsibility was to have the second hash of the field, to be that second cover for Kareem Jackson, because Kareem Jackson came down into the box. Justin Simmons was supposed to rotate over the top. That's how you fucking play safety.
Well, wait a minute. What about all the times we have on film? We had Kareem Jackson having to go all the way over to in the field and make the play that he was.
They won't bring that up at all. They refuse to bring that up. I could go to Mile High Sports when Sandy and Sean are talking, bring up, hey, you guys bring up the accolades like this, these false accolades, these false stats. Why can't you talk about the plays where he's getting lollipop throws thrown right at him, or he's getting thrown on his side of the field on a consistent basis when they need to move the football? But they'll just block and delete my comments. They won't even bring that up.
No, they don't. Yeah, no.
You cannot have fucking truth in this world. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's an ambassador. You don't understand. He's an ambassador.
Yeah, you know what? I believe that my YouTube, in terms of my channels, have been tarnished because of how much I went in on Justin Simmons.
Yeah, they can't have that video out there because what happened? You had everybody from around the leagues. They were questioning you. They were saying, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Then we just said, go look at the video.
We'll go look at the video.
And realized there wasn't cherry picked. It was the defensive series, in different games, complete defensive series throughout the game. And they were like, oh my God, you're right. That's what I said too. I knew there was nothing special about him. I knew that.
When you put a microscope on him, he is so bad.
He is really bad. Yeah. And it's no wonder Fitzpatrick was really jawing at him and stuff. But yeah, and the fact that he's got to go after the coach, especially the coach, he defended him for not getting selected in the Pro Bowl. That'd be Vic Fangio, defending Justin Simmons. He still goes after Vic Fangio. I mean, there's no way, and there's only one team that will take him. They all know what he is.
And that's the Generals. No one else is going to take him. And this offseason's been an indictment on the front office, on the organization, and Justin Simmons.
But if it wasn't for bad quarterback play, I mean, yeah, if you're playing goalie for Manchester United, you're going to get errant throws thrown to you.
Yeah.
But an errant throw every other game or every 3 or 4 games of separation, whatever, it can't make up for what you see on film, yardage after yardage after yardage and touchdowns and scores. I mean, we could go and show all the highlights of Kelsey and Mahomes for the 1 interception or 2 interceptions that he got because of a pass thrown behind the receiver. We could show you hours of footage for the whole career of them just burning Simmons left and right. It's just absurd to think this guy gets, should be anything. And because they're so obsessed with him, he'll, of course, get in the Ring of Fame. I would say the person who least likely deserved it. I mean, and he's the ambassador of the losing culture that is now not just the Broncos, but the NFL in general. Now, I want to shift gears. We'll talk about Quinn Meinerz. You said you were watching a video. Did you read the comments about how stupid you were? Quinn Meinerz was a dumb pick, and it was the only one you liked out of yeah.
Well, yeah.
But I have this question too. Addition. I want you to talk about Quinn Meinerz and all the shit you got, but I just can't understand why you would draft a power gap guy and then go sign a guy from San Francisco in a completely different type of system. So talk about all that.
Well, Quinn Meinerz, I watched the video when the Walmart Generals drafted him, and I was explaining how high I was on the pick. I said that he was going to take over for Lloyd Cushenberry at the center position, but, he's still here and Lloyd Cushenberry's not. They would rather allocate that money to a guy like Quinn Meinerz
Which is strange. That's very unlike them.
That's very unlike them. We got to give them credit where credit is due on that front. But the one thing that I can't give them credit for is, like you said, Quinn Meinerz is a power gap guard. You brought him in. Yeah. You mentally ill Walmart General fans and you mentally ill Walmart General content creators don't understand it because you think you were a fucking dynasty away from winning the Super Bowl. That's the new saying going around now by these.
Well, they were only an incomplete pass away from an AFC champ. You're crazy not to think anything else.
But Quinn Meinerz deserved that contract. I'm going to be perfectly honest here. Quinn Meinerz is a power gap guard. He's not a West Coast zone running guy. He fits the Sean Payton system to a fucking T. Zach Strife, he fits Zach Strife's coaching philosophy to a T. So it doesn't surprise me that they paid him. It doesn't, because Quinn Meinerz is that valuable of a guard. He is a top 3 guard in the NFL. And to all you Walmart General fans, I put it on my X and Twitter. I just want to say this to the content creators too. All you people laughed in my face when I said that was the best pick during that draft over guys like Javonte Williams, over guys like Patrick Surtain, over guys like Baron Browning, which I'm a big fan of Baron Browning when he's playing inside linebacker, not outside linebacker. You fucked his career. He could have had a career like Quinn Meinerz, but you fucked him over. Shocker. That's what the Walmart Generals do. But Quinn fucking Meinerz, I told you guys that he was the best pick in that draft. Best pick for the Walmart Generals in that draft. You guys laughed at my face. And now you guys are saying, oh my God, we're so lucky to have him. Oh, really? You're so lucky to have him when I didn't get any credit, no pat on the back for saying that this guy was going to be an all-pro type caliber guard. When you guys death threatened me, laughed at my face, said, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Now you guys are taking credit for the work that I busted my ass doing.
They knew it all the time, right? They knew it.
Yeah. I have Cody Rourke on Locked On Broncos saying, "Oh, I knew all along Quinn Meinerz."
Oh yeah.
Oh really? Mile High Huddle and Locked On Broncos and preach. Oh yeah, you guys knew it all along when Bucket Man Scouting was the one busting his ass showing film breakdowns on the guy. All right, good for you.
While they were telling you didn't know what
They
you
were lying to you.
when the draft.
Graham Glasgow is going to be a better player than I remember them saying that when Graham Glasgow was still here.
Yeah, it was a bad pick. It was because you liked it. It was a bad pick.
Yeah, because I liked it.
Yeah,
and look out, he's turned out to be an All-Pro caliber guard. He's a real All-Pro, unlike the Justin Tony Lily Simmons.
Well, I brought this up before too. I just laugh at how they really went after you with Justin Jefferson. That, oh my God, what are you kidding me? What's his face is going to be Jerry Jeudy's going to be. He's going to be the guy. Oh my God,
still on the team?
Out of your mind.
Is he still on the team? Oh, okay.
Good luck in Cleveland is all I got to say.
Yeah, good luck, Cleveland. I don't know what the hell you're doing over there, but good luck.
It goes back to we've been saying how the NFL itself is, and like I said, the only thing that really goes in the Broncos' favor is most of the NFL is just as inept as they are, almost just as inept. Although we have to give them credit for realizing there's no way they're going to pay a bad player like Justin Simmons to go play 40 yards back, 30 yards back, waiting for Aaron throws by quarterback while he gives up yards and yards and yards and touchdowns. It's just, you can't make this stuff up.
You're absolutely right, Chops Liver. And at this point in time, Quinn Meinerz is a guy that I'm a huge fan of. I've been a big fan of him when he was at Wisconsin Whitewater. I explained in the video that we did that I like Wisconsin offensive linemen. I like Army offensive linemen. I like those big physical offensive linemen. But again, it depends on the system that you're running. It always comes back to what system are you running. But in today's NFL, there's
how come everybody knows that except for this front office at the
I'm not. I'm going to go back to what you said. The NFL is into this mismeshing.
Well, not as much as still, but not as much as that front office.
The Walmart Generals, yes.
Yeah, they're really into that. Whether it's defense, whether it's offense, no matter what, they are totally into mishmashing.
When I coach, I just want to take you guys into a little. Yeah. Laugh at Coach Bucketman all you want, but my track record speaks for its fucking self. So does this man's right here. But when I coach linebackers, I don't coach them to play 40 yards off the field. I don't fucking play. I don't coach them to be like, oh, you're going to be this player instead of the system that we're running. We run a basic 3-4 system with 2 high safety looks. That's the system that we run. I coach my linebackers, the 2 linebackers that I have, to be coverage first. To be coverage fucking first. Because I want my linebackers to be able to read and identify and shut down the middle of the field.
Yeah, how did that work out? Were the opponents expecting that?
Well, first and foremost, those players that I coached are getting D1 offers right now, first and foremost. Secondly, they weren't able, in my personal opinion, there were little tidbits here and there. They're young kids.
No, I mean, just like compared to what's being taught out there, you were doing that from this approach.
I'm
talking about coverage right now.
I know, but can I explain what I did to like what you're saying? When I brought up the coverage point, we went down from the nitty-gritty here. We went down from the ground up. I incorporated the film because film is very important. And even my fellow coaches were like, what the hell? This is something new. I'm like, really?
Tweeting isn't the most important? Getting tweets
out? Yeah. Social media, yeah. Turn off the social media and fucking let's get down to work here. This is a job. This isn't for fucking, funds and play, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, pat on the back, kiss my ass shit. But
taking selfies. Go ahead.
The players that I coach when it comes to coverage, they benefited so much because they started using this. And that's the most important thing. It slowed down the game for them. What I'm trying to
ask though is, and that's really good information. What I'm trying to ask is, how did your opponents, when they had to play other teams who may not have that approach, and then they get to your team that has that approach, how did that benefit your team?
Well, first and foremost, when we faced opponents, and I've had opposing coaches coaches that we've talked to on the side, they have said, first and foremost, we would never game plan to attack the middle of the field against you guys. Never, ever, ever, because of how insightful and the instinctual aspect and how great that your players are in the middle of the field. We would be attacking the corners more than we would be attacking your linebackers. And I'm like, that's all I needed, because if I can neutralize the middle of the field, good luck. You can attack.
How come it's something so elementary and so basic that the Walmart Generals haven't figured that out yet? I mean, they're pros. They're supposed to be a professional team, and yet they haven't been able to. This is where I'm going with this. They haven't been able to figure this out.
Well, they had it figured out when they had Baron Browning and Kenny Young.
And Vic Fangio.
Fucked it up. So
yeah, he tried. He really tried. Then he got told how bad he was, and then they decided to do front office. Front
office's ass.
Yeah,
front office's ass.
Yeah, that wasn't good enough. So yeah, and then they can't understand why they're at the end of the season why it's the quarterback, so it's the coach. It's never it's going to be maybe the general manager's fault this time because they haven't went after him yet. So I mean, that'll be the next fall guy. We've already talked about.
Do you guys not understand that the linebackers in general are the quarterbacks of your defense?
Oh no, the corner.
I'm sorry, corner.
Yeah, Justin Simmons was the quarterback. That's what the content creator said. He was the quarterback on the defense.
Oh, okay. So he was the quarterback of your defense, and your defense was dog shit for how many years now?
No. They haven't scored on him. Oh, they scored on him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you guys gave up 70 points. That's why every time when the team needs to score.
Well, Justin Simmons wasn't playing in that game, in the 70-point game. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
It might as well have been because
he sucks.
The quarterback wasn't throwing errant throws. He wasn't throwing any errant throws. So what was Justin Simmons going to do?
He did it with the Seattle game the year prior. He likes to hide a lot too. Likes to have these all of a sudden, I got a nagging hip injury. Fuck your hip injury. Go play on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I've been making too many.
I'm sorry, but damn, man. If you have like a stinger, go play on the fucking field.
Yeah, how many bad angles can you have in one game?
I don't, dude. I know what you're saying, but man, dude, these players these days. Oh, I heard a pinky. I'm out for the game because I'm getting paid millions of dollars. Man, fuck your money, man. Go play on the field.
No, that's what it's come down to. Davante Adams.
Yeah, Davante Adams, dude. I would take Justin Jefferson over Davante Adams. I would even take I would take DK Metcalf over Davante Adams. Those two players I don't hear those two players bitching.
No, it's just I would show them the door. Good riddance.
Yeah, I don't want players like that on my team.
Yeah. I'd show them the door. I said, "Yep, you're out of here. You can, play for the Denver Broncos. They'll take you because you can sit there and they'll throw."
Oh yeah. Did you hear the latest rumor though? I just want to say this right here, right now. They're talking about getting that receiver from the 49ers, Brandon Ayuk. I'm like, yeah, just so you need another fucking receiver.
Of course. That's how they were just a receiver away.
Oh yeah, we were Brandon Ayuk away, and then when that doesn't work out, he sucks.
Yeah. We knew it all the time.
You guys realize he doesn't fit the Sean Payton.
We knew it all the time.
Oh, sure you did. Okay.
Even though let's roll back the tape on what they said. Oh, yeah. What was it? 3 to 5 Super Bowls with Russell Wilson. You guys don't know what you're talking.
Yeah, of course we don't.
I'm not, all I got to say is this next quarterback they got, he's either got to make a giant metamorphosis. He's got to turn from an inchworm into a butterfly or something, man. He's
the next Drew Brees. He's having a great trade. He's having a great NBA. He's better than Russell.
Isn't he? Just like the last guy was great in shorts.
I know. Russell Wilson, who they killed, which we predicted.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater was Teddy Two Gloves. Drew Lock. Vic Fangio, Joe Flacco.
The tiny bit that I saw this team actually have something is when they inserted Drew Lock and they were actually running the West Coast zone run offense under Fangio with Scangarello and Munchak. That was the tiny bit of substance I said, oh, my God, they're actually doing something here, when all the players on offense and on defense were clicking.
You can't have that.
I know. And then they went and fired Rillo and said, here you go. We're going to roll out the red carpet.
Well, then they eventually fired
baby.
Then they eventually fired Vic Fangio. I mean, it's everybody else's fault. They draft these horrible. Finally, I think PFF had to realize that. I think they had to realize that their reputation is so soiled by overhyping. And yeah, they were getting the money for overhyping this dog shit team. And then finally, we got to get some of our reputation back, because we look like a bunch of dumbasses. And they finally said, yeah, this is like the worst roster.
It sucked. I know. Project Dynasty in full effect.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever mentally ill slogan you want to throw out there. And then, of course, what happens when it all blows up? Some people are going to blame the coach.
It's going to be George Payton.
And then there's going to be a big push to get George Payton. And who's going to
David Shaw? And then
David Shaw in the waiting for all this to happen.
I know. It's funny that he's the senior personnel director or whatever. I find that hilarious. It's if you guys look at it, it's like an easy transition for David Shaw to take over for GM of the the Walmart Generals.
So, I mean, what I see in all of this is I see this arrogant front office going to put Bo Nix out there to throw bombs away passes. It's going to blow up in their face. And what happens when they got to bench Bo Nix and then put in Stidham or something? What's going to be all the finger pointing? And that offensive line, even though Quinn Meinerz is getting this big, that offensive line is not going to be consistent. They won't be consistent.
Oh, man, up the middle. Woo. I mean, really, you're going to have Alex Forsythe at center, dude? Oh, my God.
Well, this is what they figured out, because I've been watching the film of what the offensive line coach has done. With the case of Cushenberry, they kept doubling up his blocking. They would not let Cushenberry block on his own.
They're going to have to do that with Forsythe.
Yeah, so that means they got to bring in a tight end to make up for it, So that's
why they have a fullback as well.
Yeah, so they're going to have to, and they'd be smart to do that, because they won't have any other choice.
Forsythe is worse than Cushenberry is.
One thing, again, I think what you're going to see if I was George Payton, if I was Sean Payton, what I would do is have Bo Nix drop back three, 1, 2, 3, throw 1, 2, 3. I would not have him hold on to the ball,
or you put him in, or if you don't even have to do that. You put him in shotgun sets, and you have 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and you block the fuck out.
Or you put him in shotgun.
Yeah,
or
you put it in those shotgun sets, and those. Yeah, I don't want to see those 5 wide receiver sets and.
You're going to see bombs away, buddy. They're getting receivers from all over the place. That's what you're going to see. You're going to see Shermer ball. You're not going to see George Payton. You're going to see Shermer ball. That's what they want. And that's why Harbaugh was never going to be in the Denver Broncos organization. No. I'm not playing in John Elway's sandbox. Period. End of story.
Why would you?
Yeah, why? So you can get run out of town?
So you can get paid all this Walmart money?
Yeah. So it's absurd.
It is.
So again, I just want to say the NFL is definitely not interested in playmakers unless they're ambassadors and celebrities. That's all they care about. Patrick Mahomes, he's totally overhyped. I'm not saying he's a bum. I'm just saying they've totally overhyped, and they put all their eggs in that basket.
Where again, this all goes back to fit. Where's he at?
Well, he's with an organization that actually knows how to draft and develop. And then when the offensive line went down the tubes, what did they do? Well, how did they rebuild their offensive line?
Isn't that funny? After they got their asses whooped against Tampa Bay in that Super Bowl, they went back and retooled their offensive line.
But how did they do it? How did they retool
and develop? They got Creed Humphrey.
But what was the blueprint? It is stay consistent with what they run.
Yes,
they
but they were
mishmash.
not delivered. You were saying this, and I've been saying this. They were doing this before Mahomes was
way
even
before, way before Mahomes, way before.
And they went out and got Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, Joe Tooney. You know, they went out and got these type of players.
Yeah, they got players that fit the system.
Yes, they got players that are actually good players, not fucking Lloyd Cushenberry.
Or how about names? Names. Over there's a name. But
oh my God, there's Mike McFlinchie. There's Mike McFlinchie. There's Jawan James. God. There's Malik Watson. There's Donald Stevenson.
Yeah, they really did something, though. They really did something. Well, how about, I just think they need another receiver. Maybe they get that cancer, that locker room cancer from the Saints.
Oh, Michael Thomas?
Yeah, the cancer himself. Just, I just think that would be a good fit. And they're clamoring for it.
Yeah, yep.
Well, they've got Drew Brees, right? They have Drew Brees. It should be a no-brainer. I mean, Bo Nix is Drew Brees, right? Five Super Bowls minimum.
Man.
Yeah, well, they're a product of.
Give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care about. Oh my God, he's Drew Brees. He's not Drew Brees.
No, not even remotely.
Not. Go watch the film, you morons. God.
Film.
Film. Is the film highlight reels? Oh my God. These fans are stupid. These Walmart General fans are so. God, they're dumb.
Well, how many times are you going to be lied to that you were only a drop pass away from?
I'm just sick of it, man. I'm just sick of all the hyping and shit with this team, man.
So is everybody else, and that's why everybody's saying, we're not going to go.
Like, let's get back to reality. It's like this whole like presidency type shit, man. Oh my God, Trump's gonna. Oh my God, it's Trump. Oh my God. Oh.
Well, yeah. Well, the script is okay. We're going to talk about this. Okay, the script is you have a feeble, brain dead guy on one side of the coin. Now, what did we say when they were swearing Joe Biden in 2021 in January? What did we say? What did we say?
24.
We said they're going to just put Trump back in.
That whole assassination attempt on him. That just furthered it. You got people, dude.
Cemented the whole thing.
It just ding.
Yeah. So what do you have? You have the feeble guy who doesn't have a brain on one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is Mr. Communist fist pump there. There's
already T-shirts, Steve.
I know. Well, that's what you got to grip. The guy's a grifter, so neither one of those guys cares about the average person. No. They care about the billionaire trillionaire club. That's all they care about.
Well, they care about the billionaire trillionaire club and themselves. That's the me, myself, and I.
Well, and how do I enrich all my buddies?
I know it's a clown world we live in, and the NFL
I know.
is a product of that. And on top of that, I find it very interesting that the cameraman, when he did that, fist bump, was right time.
It's a communist fist bump.
Oh yeah. But I know. But like when the cameraman was like right there at the right time under the flag.
Well, yeah. Well, we saw Bush with a halo and Obama with the halo, all that stuff. Yeah, this has been going on for a long time, and I feel bad for the actual hero of all this. They won't even talk about him.
Was the guy who shielded his daughters?
Yeah. Those are the hero. That's the hero. But we're not going to talk about that.
No, we're going to talk about Trump.
About it's all about him.
This is what it's a cult. It's a cult, just like with the Walmart Generals. I just want to say this
on all sides. All sides.
Yeah. But especially with this Donald Trump thing about the patch on. Dude, he comes in at the RNC, whatever, and he has a patch on his ear, and now everybody there is doing it. I'm like, dude.
You know what I thought you should do is they should get one of those earrings with the big, with the big hole, and holding up the communist fist. Oh God, you just want to pound.
I don't say anymore. I don't want this video taken down because this is a good video. So
I know. I got to get going. I got to get my daughter to the dentist.
All right, take care.
Yeah, you too. Kirk out.